You put your new hires on a 90-day probation. 90 days for them to prove their worth. Are they worth keeping? And you feel good about that because that's how it's always been. But let me tell you something no one tells the boss. That new hire, they put you on a 90-day probation too, and they started grading you even before they touched the work. Most of you are already failing, and you don't even know that the test began. She sat in a car on her first day. Let me share with you a little story. She sat in her car on her first day, 10 minutes early, a little nervous because she actually wanted this job. She wanted to do well. By 10 o'clock that same morning, something in her checked out. She stayed 3 months more than anybody would anticipate. But her heart, she was already gone. And the people that hired her had no clue that they were the ones that ran her off. Here's how they did it. They handed her paperwork, old paperwork. And I don't mean last year. I mean wrong year printed right on the top. The form didn't even match the job that she got hired for. Nobody sat with her. Nobody said, here is who we are. Here is what we do. There was no one that showed how we do things. She asked a simple question about a policy and nobody knew how to answer, and she got a shrug. Yeah, we don't really write it down. Whatever, I guess. That's what she got. Now hear me, listen to me, process this. You're going to feel the emotional side of me. I can't believe it's happening, but it is happening. One, you as an employer, you're opening yourself up to serious lawsuits. You don't have a well-written policy? You're making your new hires want to flee on day one? Why would you do that? Oh, I'm going to hurt some feelings, and you have AP doing your work. What? Let me tell you, you might think you're saving a couple of dollars because you don't have an HR or have a proper HR consultant. Come on. Let me tell you, I'll give you a freebie, a quick one. As an owner for a company, 10 and up, the laws keep changing, 2026, 2027, get ready for what's coming. You have to have orientation. You have to have onboarding. You have to have the proper paperwork. The I-9s have to be filled out correctly. You have to make sure that this new hire feels welcome, that their managers sit with them. I don't care how busy you are. You give that first day to your new person. Make them feel welcome. And here's a caveat. Take them out to lunch. And I don't care what title they are. Take them out to lunch. Don't pry. Don't be, just very professional. Take them out to lunch. Make them feel welcome. You don't want your next new hire to be sitting in that car, all nervous and anxious and saying, I want to do a good job. I can't wait to start. I really wanted this job. Thank you, Heavenly Father. I got the job of my dream. And then by day one, they're like, oh, what happened? And you know what happened? It was the experience. Now think about it. What's a keyword? Business owners, right? We talk about customer service. Customer service. When a new employee starts, customer service is normally HR. We represent the company. We speak about the company. We explain the policies, the benefits, when they're entitled, what's the waiting period, when is payday, when they'll receive their first paycheck from the company. These are all questions that new hires have. I really hoped and pray that this was just common sense, but I can't tell you the people that reach out to me in my comments area and people that DM me privately. Let me tell you my experience with this new employer. Like, I'm in total shock, and it's embarrassing. And I love my small employers. I love middle-sized employers. I love what I do. I don't want you to get sued. I don't want you to lose a good person because you don't have the people skills, or you don't even have the person that's coaching you to speak to you about the people skills. And you might say, hey, I'm about my business. That's okay. So am I. And my business is people. My business is to make sure that the people I work with don't get sued, that you don't lose good people, that people don't walk away. And think about reviews nowadays. Employers are getting reviews that scare potential candidates. And that was my tangent, guys. Think about it. That person's first day, you want to make them feel important, that they're your prime focus on that day. We understand business has to continue. We get it. But this person should feel like, wow, what a great feeling. And you know what I do with my new hires? I give them packages, welcome packages. They get their little goodie bag, and they feel great about it. But here's the thing nobody says out loud. This is what she heard. I don't care about you. You don't matter to me. This is just a job, and get to it. But here is what the stats say. And if you think that this story that I'm sharing with you is rare, it's not. Look up the stats. The research says that 29% of new people decide their first week whether they're going to stay. 70% within their first month. First month, guys. 1 in 3 are gone before the 90 days. You're thinking they're on a 90-day probation for you? Meanwhile, you failed their 90-day probation. Listen to me. Only 12 out of 100 do it well. Sit with this. So if you're sitting there, sure that you're one of the good ones, the math says you're probably not. Not yet. Because here is what most owners don't understand. And this is my world. Your hiring process is not your paperwork. It is the first sermon your company preaches about how it treats people. A brand new hire hears the sermon on day one, even before they even completed 1 hour of work. The old forms don't say, we're busy. They say, we don't care enough to fix them. A shrug about the policy says, we're easygoing. It doesn't. It says, we make it up as we go. And one day, baby, we're going to make it up about you too. And if you're watching me right now and you've been her, you already know I'm telling the truth. You felt it in your gut. That quiet little moment where you thought, oh, this place is not what it said it was. You are not crazy. And you are not ungrateful. You read it exactly right. Here's what I need you to do. Send this to the person who needs to hear it, because they think it's just them, and it's not. I'm going to talk to my employers, business owners for a minute, because I love you too. And I mean that. Some of you are real good people. You lie awake over your company. You hired the wrong person before, and it burned you bad. You trusted someone and it cost you money, sleep, and peace. And I'm not here to beat up employers. Some of the finest people I know sign the front of the check, not the back. But I care about you too much to lie to you. A good heart does not protect you. A good heart with a broken process still loses good people and still ends up writing a check to a lawyer. You heard that. Listen, process that. Defending just unemployment lawsuit can run you from $75,000 to $250,000. Yep, bold and underline that. Not because you're evil, because you were sloppy. And sloppy leaves a trail. You know my Bible's coming out. People throw around servant leadership like it's a buzzword. But the greatest servant leader who ever lived was Jesus. And here's what people miss about him. Yes, he loved people, but he also told them the truth. He didn't cuddle them. He led them by lifting them up and by being honest with them. That's the whole thing. You can love people and still tell them the truth. You can hold them at a high standard and still make someone feel great. So here's my challenge to you. Before the next new hire walks through the doors, do one thing for me. Go pull out the paperwork that you hand the new hire. Look at the dates. If it's not of this year, congratulations. You just found your first problem. Then ask yourself one honest question. If I was this new hire and I read this paperwork and I was treated the way I was treated on my first day, how would I feel? Would I want to continue working for said employer? Now be honest. So what you're thinking and you're processing, that's what you have to realize. That's what the new hire's thinking. Because they already read it. The only question is whether you did. Look, I'll spend my life in the inside of this. I know what a company feels like from the inside, and I can tell you the exact moment a good person decides to stop trying. It's almost always traced right back to day one. That's what told them the truth too early. I'm not going to sit here and beg anyone to work with me. That's not how I move, and that's not who I am. So I'll just tell you what I do, and you do what you want with it. I help good companies build the people side the right way. The hiring, the handbook, the first day that makes somebody stay. And I help good people who feel they don't matter at work remember exactly their worth. If that's you, you already feel it. Everything you need to reach me is sitting right under, right there, right under this video. I'm not hard to find. I'll tell you one thing I don't say enough. I am really very, very good at what I do. So fix your day one or keep losing good people and calling it their fault. Remember, guys, we are blessed by the best. You are blessed by the best. And I'm here to help my community. So make sure you share this with someone that it will bless. And I will see you on my next one. Check out the links below.